Flaming Moe's is an absolutely incredible episode of The Simpsons. I absolutely love this, and thankfully, even though I'd seen it before, I got something new out of it this time because since I'd last seen this episode, I became a Cheers addict, and this has a Cheers reference that would have been completely lost on me last time, and it has a reenactment of the title sequence, and then, of course, they shout Barney instead of Norm, and it made me so excited. But there are so many other elements in this that I absolutely love as well. This is the 10th episode of the 3rd season of The Simpsons, directed by Rich Moore and Alan Smart. And in this one, Homer has invented a drink he calls the Flaming Homer. And Moe tastes it, and he really likes it. And for some reason, he decides to call it the Flaming Moe and sell it and steal Homer's idea. And of course, Homer is very upset by this. And very annoyed by this as well, and a lot of it is Homer trying to deal with these issues and work out what, if anything, he can do. And obviously, because he hadn't written any of this down, there's no evidence to say that he had invented it. If he were to take it to trial, would it get anywhere? I'm not going to say how the episode actually unfolds or what happens, but it is absolutely brilliant. And we do spend a lot of time in Moe's Tavern, which is renamed Flaming Moe's, temporarily, of course. And while there, we meet Aerosmith, which is pretty awesome. And they perform Walk This Way, and the soundtrack for this is incredible, and it's just absolutely fantastic. There are so many elements that I love. And then you have a very Maleficent-esque appearance when he or Wicked Witch of the West appearance. Combination of the two, probably Wicked Witch of the West, when Homer appears in the bar at one point, and it's absolutely fantastic, and I love it. It's very well animated, the narrative structure is very good. I think one of my favourite parts is when the entire dialogue consists of the word Moe, over and over again. And that sequence, and that animated sequence, I really loved. I absolutely adored it. It's probably one of my favourite episodes. I think, had I discussed this 2 years ago before I became a Cheers addict, just to point out, I have a Funko Pop of Norm from Cheers, and that's kind of my level of addiction to this show. It wouldn't have meant quite as much to me, but because that does take up a good 30 seconds or something of this, it just made it extra special for me, and I absolutely adored it. I think Flaming Moe's is definitely one of my favourite episodes in Season 3. Probably one of my favourite episodes of all time. There are so many things in this that I truly adored. I think it is as close to perfection as perfection can be.